being here, you guys. Love you all.
Hello, hello. Oh. In my life. Hello. Sure on my phone that I went live. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Oh, come on. I don't see myself. Oh, there we are. Hi, Mary. Just making sure it went live. How are you doing? Excuse me. All right. Becky, miss you too. Thank you, Mary, for sprinkling me out. Well, this is my segment of Christmas in July for Craft Around the Clock. You come on in, let me know where you're from. And if you're new to my page, hey, Patty. How are you doing? Just remember, I am on a webcam, so if you're watching me on a phone, tilt me on your side. Hey, Pam. I have literally been home from work for 1 hour. All right. Thank you, Becky Doodles. All right, so this was our challenge, our Christmas in July challenge. So I was sent some stuff. Uh-oh. Feels like got a package from Talisa. I don't want to cut what's in there. I feel something right at the end. So I don't know what's in here. It is hot, Patty. Yes, it is going to get hotter. It's so humid. So if you've never been in the Lowe's and the lights go halfway out, it's because of the air conditioner. Ooh, pretty paper. And, you know, I've never made anything with coffee filters and a ribbon. Okay, so that's what I got. I got coffee filters, a white ribbon, and a pretty Harlequin. I love Harlequin. Yes, ribbon and some, what can I do with... Listen, I'm good on the slide, but sometimes you have to like really think about it. So I had some paper out. What I was thinking about was last year I made the Christmas trees out of the wood triangles. So that's where I was going with it. And the paper should be able to cover, yes, my small one. We'll do the big one. Oh, yep, it'll do the big. Oh, I like this. I have to find some.
Had to fix your camera.
Oh, you had to fix my camera? Okay.
It was auto focusing.
Oh, okay, thanks.
It's all good now.
I have stars for the tree back here, Patty. I got little piles, guys, because I didn't know what I was getting in my envelope from Talisa. So I had little piles over here. Okay. Now now I know where I'm going. Let me switch cameras for you so you can see. If you guys wouldn't mind sprinkling me out, I'd appreciate it. Oops, wrong camera. There we go. Hey, Kiernan, how are you? So these are just wood. Just wood. I painted them. Actually, I had some craft paper on them, and I tore it off because I didn't like it. So one we're going to do with the paper. Easy peasy, right? Oh, I forgot my paintbrush. Here's one. Here's one. I got my glue gun on. Got some paper towels. Oh, there's my paintbrushes. And here, my decoupage. Oh, so if you ever have problems opening yours, other than if it's plastic, you can bang it on the table. I keep mine in a little jar because I always buy the great big ones. So we'll make a couple pair of trees, which I wanted to start making anyway. So see there, it opened up. Ooh la la. Okay, so let's do. I have to use at least 2 of these 3 items, but I think we can use them all. Talisa used all mine. Okay, so we're going to put that, no, want that one there. I hope everybody's staying cool because it is hot. Tracy can't find me. That's weird. See here. Mary, tell her I'm going to send her a link to my page in Messenger. Wonder what's Facebook got going on now. See if that helps. Patty's always got great ideas. Mary, tell her I sent her a message, would you, for me? So if you're not part of Craft Around the Clock, that's where she's sharing me out too. And if you are part of it, you should join it. It's a free group. And we have on my personal page. Oh, dear Lord. Can you share that, or how do I do that? I don't know. My hubby set it up too. That's why you couldn't find me. Oh, you wait till he gets up here. I'm going to get him because he's always like, you never remember the steps because I have to write everything down. Can you share me into the group, Tracy, from my personal page? Patty says come to YouTube. I am on YouTube.
The only way that's possible is if somebody screwed with the StreamYard settings.
I did not. Oh, she says I'm in the group now. Okay.
I'd say I can't change it without.
I know, without shutting down the live.
Well, you just need to go because you're running out of time.
I'll be all right.
I don't know what happened. I'll look into it
He'll look into it.
later.
Okay. Crazy Mom, it's okay. You know, we always have computer glitches. This goes wrong, that goes wrong. We're just going to go with it. If you guys can watch me, it doesn't really matter what page I'm on. I am with Our Backroom Creations. So if you don't follow me there, I'd appreciate it. But we will just go because I don't want to have to end the live and make you find me again and all that stuff. So we'll be good. So I'm just putting Mod Podge on here. Hi, Lindsay Love. For you guys finding me. So this is, I'm just going to set it off to the side and let it dry while I work on this one. Hi, Valerie, first time watching. My name is Jeanette and welcome. So this is part of the, she gave me paper. This is really pretty. Yep, Backroom Creations, thank you. Thank you, Mary, for welcoming. And then she gave me a ribbon, which that'll go at the end. Here is some coffee filters. Hi, Cynthia. We don't drink coffee, so we don't have these in the house, but I've always thought about getting some. My granddaughter loves to make stuff. But I seen this thing on, I don't know if it was YouTube or Pinterest, where, let's see here. Now, if I was going to do this from the start, I would like coffee grunge or something with Miss Tracy's fabulous grunge. If you don't know her recipe, you can go to My Sweet Home Living, and she's got it pinned to the top. I guess I need to cut it. So you cut out the middle, have a little circle. Cute into stars. There's Mary's got a good idea too. I seen this, well, I seen it in dimensional. So they took like, actually I have one here. I have all these little stuff sitting out everywhere. You take them and you cut them out and then you put them around in layers. It was a bigger, like a poster board cone, like that. But since I wanted to do my wooden trees, we'll just do it flat. If it'll work. We may just have to do it in pieces. But we'll get it to work. Okay. Let me know if I move too far where you guys can't see. I know it's white on white. So it might be a little bit. I painted my table last night. I know I thought of that too, and I'm like, oh, that would be pretty in lace. I don't want to put it down too far, but I'm going to ruffle it just a little bit. My glue gun's not quite hot. It'll be all right. Two things I say all the time: it'll be all right, and that's all right. That's okay. That's okay. Because basically, when you put it around a cone, it kind of gathers up as well. But we're going to go with it because, you know, if it's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong on a live. And so have you guys been enjoying all the designers? I didn't get to watch hardly anybody today. I was at work. I literally got home an hour ago. And so I wanted to go on the side. Yes. I got a fan on because I was like, hot. Thank you, Carol. Much appreciated. So we're just going to ruffle them and make layers. I want to get some more lace. I don't have enough. But it would be cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you wanted to do it with like Christmas fabric. Oh, now I got a bunch, because I sold a bunch of these in the shop that I'm in here locally last year. I just covered them with scrapbook paper or fabric and wrapped them with pip berries. So I don't have if I have to pick one style that I am, it's probably whimsical. Hi, Tisha. But I like some primitive. I love pip berries. Pip berries are my fave. I have them in all kinds of colors. So we're going to do some ruffling. Ooh, she made it easy on me, even though I've never done anything with coffee filters. I shouldn't admit that being a crafter, huh? But I started into wood projects last year, and I like it a lot. If you don't know me, my story is I started with 3 years ago as a wreath maker. But I like to make all kinds of crafts. I've always been crafty. My granddaughters are crafty, even some of my grandsons. So here's kind of what we're going to do. It's kind of, the filter has the little ruffles. Hey, Busby! I wonder if I can. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure, Kiernan. So then the next one, we're just going to move it up about an inch. I taught Vacation Bible School years ago, and I can't even remember everything we used then. Because the church I went to was it was a little country church, so our budget wasn't big, and most of us teachers kind of had a lot of stuff at home that we brought in. I think teachers, not Bible school teachers, but teachers, I think they are the biggest underpaid profession there is. I know those teachers do it with a heart, and they spend their own money on things, and they're shaping the minds of our children. So I'm just piecing this around. As you build the layers, you won't be able to see it. Maybe we'll get some pip berries out. Because you go, I have to have some color. It is true. True that. Up another layer. And you could, hey girl, how are you doing, Heather? Oh, we had a glitch. My husband put me on my personal page. He says it's my fault, but he was the one behind the computer. So, I don't know what to tell him. But all is good. So Lisa sent me some pipe cleaners. Heather, you're going to Out of Box, aren't you? Am I going to see you in September? Dum dum da dum. So has anybody got any weather under 85? Because I don't think anybody is anymore. Oh, I know. I remember that one. Sometimes his fault. I got a funny story. Well, it's not funny, but it is funny if you know the person. I had someone at work that was totally out of line. Totally. I've known him for 20 years. I used to work with him at Walmart. I work with him now. And he decided to act like a little child. You're right, Kiernan. I'll do that. Not Louisiana. I know, right, Melissa? It'll be my fault, though. Okay. Let's trim off the extra. I always say work smarter, not harder. Valerie's near the beach in Southern California. Low 80s. Oh, good for you. Oh, you're not going to be there. Oh. Aw, I understand. Yeah, that's the only event I'm going to this year. Life just gets in the way, and now I'm going to get smarter and cut extra ones. Of course, I don't need too many more. She sent quite a few. 92, Kiernan. Oh, heat index. Yuck. I don't know what the heat index was. I was out in the lumber yard. If you don't know, I work at Lowe's. I was out in the lumber yard getting some stuff for a customer. Oh my gosh. I told the boys, I said, you guys are a lot younger than me. You can finish this order for me. Ha! Oh, I'm sure, Melissa. Okay. Well, Heather, I will miss you, but I completely understand. 84 in San Diego. Oh, I was. Listen, Karen, I can't save everything, girlfriend. I've already taken over most of the house. So if I can give a little ruffles in there. You could even spritz it with some water if you wanted to, like colored water. That would be cute. Of course, I'm going to run. I brought some out somewhere. There we go. I can't save it all. Listen, I've been making some fabric covered candy corns to put in wreaths. And I had little bits of fabric, because I make wreath attachments. And I'm like, what am I doing saving these little pieces? I can't save it all. 84 in Maryland. Thank you, Cynthia. Just needed a little bit right there. And the one thing about this is if you it doesn't look so pretty up top, you're going to cover it with the next row. So it's all good. I didn't know I was going to be doing white, or I would have put a different covering over here. Oh no, Busby, the shed is we actually have now a full functioning workshop. 95 tomorrow. Oh, you just destashed ribbon. I've been making some sign and ribbon kits for wreath makers. So it looks a little ruffled. Hi, Dawn. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So if you don't follow me, I'd love to be your friend. I like making new friends. I have been, and I don't say this negatively, inundated with friend requests for people that, are in the groups and whatnot. We've got new hostesses that came into the group recently. So we're making more friends and more connections. It's just great. My mom doesn't understand. She's 76 years old, and she is not connected to the world. She has no cable because they only get 5 channels. And she doesn't have a smartphone or internet or anything like that. So all she knows is what's on the news. And she's like, I don't understand why you would go half across the United States to visit people you don't even know. I'm like, it's okay not to understand, Mom. So those who know me know that Angela Thomason from 3L Creations and I are really good friends. And if it wasn't for the crafting community, we would have never met. She's been to my house. So I have not been to California yet, but she's been here. And we are really, really good friends. So it's coming along. Coming along. I talked to a lot of the You're a dead boy. I talk to people online more than I talk to my own family. My family's kind of, they just do their thing. Even some of our children have detached themselves. Oh, it would be great to meet you, Melissa. Though some of us live kind of far away. You're in Florida. I'm in Ohio. So if anybody's in Ohio or Western Pennsylvania, if you take Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Columbus, I'm right in the middle of the triangle. I know, right, Dawn? We never met. The very first time I met Angela and her husband was at Crafters Convention. Be 3 years now, 3 years ago, and we all shared a room. We'd never met. We talked on the phone, we FaceTime, yada yada yada, but we had never met. And someone was like, "You guys are all gonna stay in the same room and you've never met?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." When you talk to somebody so much and FaceTime and all that, you kind of get to know them. I mean, it's kind of cute, just plain and simplistic, but you know, I can't leave it plain. Here I am spending all my time on this. I have not mastered doing things quickly. I like to talk too much. Hi, Lori Jones. How are you? You were born and raised in Ohio? Yeah, Lake Erie's about 2 hours. I do have some little stars that we can see if I can paint up real quick. I cut that too short. Okay, so our Mod Podge is dry now. I knew that would work out. Okay. Got some glue, spiders. That is really cute. Now imagine this like all the way around, because that's how I seen it. But I'm thinking, oh, I could put that on a little wood block. Kind of put my little things a little bit down too far, but we can give them a haircut or a trim. Or if you had a little block of wood, oh, my blocks are downstairs. I could set it up on a block. Thank you, Karen. So there's that part. Okay. So I got my iron on. Yep, I got my little iron on. So we're going to take this one. Oh, I need my little sander. It's a good thing I got everything like at a step away. Not everything, but see if, okay, so we want to make it straight. I didn't get any parchment paper out. You're a Cleveland Browns fan, the Guardians. I know that I'm not a real big sports fan or anything, but I'm like, don't even get me started on politics. I just can't, when I see the Guardians emblem, I'm like, oh, it's the Indians. They changed my high school mascot too. It was a warrior, and they changed it. So what we're going to do is we're going to iron this. It's my favorite method because it's so much cleaner. So I just got a little parchment paper to keep my iron clean and not stick to it. See, and that's also, I had something on the bottom of my iron, and if I hadn't put the parchment paper on there, it had been transferred to my, oh, I guess this is going to clean my iron. Yeah, I make these my husband and I were just talking about all the wood projects that we need to start for Christmas. We normally don't do, we do 2 craft shows a year. They're part of our town, has a little, it's called Art on the Alley. We take over the alleys in town. Yes, it's the travel iron. No, I don't know if it got recalled, and it works fine, and I'm not taking it back. So I'm just going to trim it a little bit so I don't have to work so hard to get it sanded. Me and my iron are just fine. You can use a big iron too if you want. And I will say this. So yes, it is a travel iron. I put interested. We might. Lori, are you guys gonna go? I like to cool this down a little bit. Because if you start sanding it, sometimes it'll come back up. So I have some stars here. We might just keep this simple and white. Oh yes, they recalled some. I don't know if mine is recalled. I never checked, but it's fine. You can get them at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Joann's, and I love it. I love it. So we need to put a star up here. That seems about the right size. I didn't even get my paint out. What the hey? Of course, my white chalk paint is in the other room. You got regular tickets? What kind of tickets are there? Oh, put a red star on it? We could do that. Oh, that would be good, Mary, because then they would match. I hate that I keep walking off on you guys, but it's just right here. You never know what everything you're going to need. I got a dark red. Deep red. Ooh. I don't like that. Well, I do, but not for matching that. Where are my plates? Oh, probably move them too. We might mix a little bit. Oh, that's so bright. I don't know. I guess it matches pretty good though, don't it? Oh, I'm not no VIP. Floyd and I don't get out very often, so I just thought maybe it might be something that we could go do and not spend a ton of money. Yeah, the chalk paint one is really deep, so I don't want to use it because it's a little too dark. Okay, so set this aside. I do have diamond dust. Oh, I better get busy. Our problem is I like to talk too much. Well, I hope it's not hotter than snot. Probably will be. How close is your camp? I know, chop chop, right? How close is your campsite from where they do the events? Just take a little sander. This is like the greatest invention. One of the greatest inventions. For anybody that does wood or and uses scrapbook paper, tissue, napkins. Well, I have white paper on it, but I have a cutting mat. It's I got it on Amazon. My table's painted gray. Yeah, my mat I got at Amazon. I go through mats like a lot. My husband confiscated the first one. I've got one behind me on my little taper. Yeah, this white is just paper because I knew I was going to be making a mess. But to use to cut on and stuff, it's let's see what kind. Yeah, I don't know if it says what kind. Yeah, but the white is just paper. The gray is just oh, the scraper. I'm sorry. It's one of the gators. You can get them at Menards, Lowe's. Okay. See. You're welcome. Oh, cool, Lori. So I have. I don't want green. Ooh. So I love you. I told you I love pit berries. "45 minutes flies." And I always try to make too much. I know. It's just who I am. Thank you, Patty says they both look cute. If you guys don't know, we do have a YouTube. My friend Patty is a YouTuber. She only does YouTube, so I like to have that option available for both my friends, or both my kind of friends. Okay, so we're just going to I don't want it tight. Time flies when you're having fun, Claude. That's right. We always have fun. Sometimes I'm like, ah! But you know, if I make a mistake, and the girls that are with me all the time know, I don't try to hide it. I'm just like, oops. Guess we won't do that one again. Because then I'm going to show you how to get out of it. So we won't. Dry, dry, dry. Ooh, that's drying. Now, if I was going, if I'd have grunged my coffee filters, I'd probably put some grunge on this, but we're using crisp, bright colors, which I love too. So we're going to double dust, double dust, double dust. Oh, what did I do with it? You know what happens when you clean your room and make things all nice and pretty? You hide your stuff. I don't hide my stuff, but you know, just kind of put it up there. I don't see how some people get like all these really, really cool projects. I'm a little more simple, but there's nothing wrong with, hey, Dahlia. So just put some diamond dust on that. Ooh, that'll dry clear. See if we can get it to dry. Who are you calling Shorty? But they'll match. They'll both be red and white. I forgot my paper punch I had, I used to scrapbook when my grandkids were born, but then I got tired of it and put it all away. Well, now I wish all the punches and stuff. I need to find them. They're up in the attic somewhere because I could like punch little holes of the red and white paper and put it on as like little Christmas bulbs. See, I'm taller than you. Who you calling shorty? All right. So put a big old healthy glob of. My husband was looking at my stars. He's like, they're not. They're wonky. And I'm like, yeah, that's the way we like them. So it's still a little bit white, but that Mod Podge will continue to dry. Let's see here. I'll get this on the floor because I can not want to walk on it because I am barefooted. Listen, when I get home from work, y'all lucky I got my Christmas shirt out because it is a little bit long sleeves. I was so hot when I first got home. So let's see here. Got 4 minutes. Let's switch around and I'll show you. So we just got some little pearl pip berries. Might tighten that up just a little bit. And then we used our, oh, I didn't use my ribbon. That's what we'll do. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Got a couple minutes here. I'm not very good at folding. I was watching you ever watched them? Thank you, Patricia. Making little bitty bows with a fork. And I'm like, I can't do that. My fingers don't. Okay, we're just doing a knot. Thank you, Patty. Patty loves the pip berries. I literally have a whole tote full of pip berries down under me in all colors. I got to get me some more of they're not pip berries. They got little bells on them, little rusted bells for Christmas. Tighten it up. So make sure that I did not look to see who was after me, but make sure that you go refresh your page and crack around the clock and see who's up next. Crack around the clock you need to be. Oh, thank you. So I used her paper, her coffee filters, and her little white ribbon. I'm showing you over there and you're already switched to. So there's our one. Here's our other one. Always forget which way the camera's. There we go. I really like that Harlequin paper. I'm going to have to find some. But there's my project. Make sure if you like my snarky attitude and what I made, please give me a like and a follow. Give me some hearts if you would. Make sure you go grab a drink and get a snack and watch the rest of the designers on Craft Around the Clock. And I'll see you when I see you. Happy crafting!